everybody, for today's video I am going to be doing a look with the Jawbreaker palette. I have been anxiously stalking my delivery drivers because I received almost the entire collection, which I'm very excited. The main thing is going to be the Jawbreaker palette today. I kind of want to go in. I did also get the mini palette. I'm kind of unsure which one I want to use, to be very honest, because I mean, if you take just a second and look at these colors, there are just so many options. So I'm really not sure which ones I want to use. We'll figure it out. So if you are interested in seeing a look with the brand new Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette, then just keep watching. And I already have my base makeup on. I did not do any concealer because I'm not really sure what the fallout situation is going to be with this palette. So I wanted to be able to clean up underneath if I had to. Where's my eye primer? My eye primer has disappeared. I thought I put it right there. I've been moving stuff around, so here it is right here in front of me. I'm gonna be using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I am just going to take a little bit of this, not a whole bunch, with my handy dandy new mirror. Get these eyes primed. So I am really excited about this palette, but my apprehension is I don't really know what colors I want to do. Of course, kind of doing a first impression of the palette, you want to use as many as possible, but I also would like to not look like a sideshow performer. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna end up with. Maybe we'll do two different eyes. Sometimes that's the easiest, to use a few different ones, but I had an idea for a different video, so I don't know. The big decision. This color Gumdrop right here is just really kind of calling to me. So I think we're gonna go in with that. I'm gonna use the Luxie 229. It's a tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna go right into that Gumdrop color. And there is a little bit of dust when you dip into it, but not terrible. So I'm just gonna go right into the crease with that. Now, I didn't use a bright white as my base on purpose. I kind of wanted to see what the color payoff of the shadows was going to be without having to use a white. And this color, I think it's, for being like a lilac, is actually pretty good. I'm gonna zoom you in. As you can see, the color payoff is pretty decent. I think I'm going to end up doing kind of like a halo eye. I'm gonna blend this on this outer corner. So when I'm going back into that lilac color, the color is pretty. It does take dipping into it a few good times. Again, I don't know if that's because I put the soft ochre color underneath it, but as you can see, that's pretty close to what my skin tone would be. So it may pop a little bit easier with a white, but this is what I chose to use. Next, I'm going to go in with this bubblegum color, and this is one of the duplicate colors. This color is also in the mini breaker. And I'm taking that on one of the Jeffree Star Morphe brushes. And I'm just taking a little bit of that, and I'm gonna use this to kind of blend the edges of this purple lilac color that I put down, of the color Gumdrop. So I'm going right over the edge, just to kind of blur that just a little bit. I will say that the colors blend together pretty nicely. They definitely don't get muddy, which is nice. I'm gonna get a bit more of a detailed brush or at least a little bit. This is the Morphe M321, just like a little domed fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go back in with that pink color bubblegum just to define this just a bit more. Next, I'm gonna go in with the original fluffy brush with that colored gumdrop, and I'm just gonna kind of wing this, or kind of take it right into this outer corner just to make the connection here. But I'm not gonna take it all the way. I just want it to kind of flow right onto this outer corner. So for my halo portion, which is gonna be right in the middle, I am going to use, I'm gonna do a little throwback here. I'm gonna use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, the milk colored one, and I'm gonna go right over. Now, if you have oily eyelids, these are not the most friendly to use. They can slip a little bit, so just an FYI. But if you've been around YouTube for quite some time, you know that these used to be like all the rage, which I think is so funny. Now I'm gonna blend just a little bit on the edges to give me more of a defined shape before I go in with the color that I want to use in the middle. Sometimes the halo eyes can kind of get away from you, so if you want a specific shape, just kind of take your time. And now, because I have hooded eyes, I normally would only, most people will only have to go up so far. I kind of always have to take my color up just a little bit higher, just so you're able to see it. So going in with a flat concealer brush, this one is from Wet n Wild, I believe it is. I am going to take Cotton Candy, which is this hot metallic pink color, and I am going to dip into that. But just to make sure that I'm gonna get the oomph that I want, I am going to spray this just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go right back into the center here. Ooh. Oh wow, that's a really pretty color. And then I'm gonna use a little angled fluffy brush just to kind of blend into the edges. And I just take my fluffier brush and go back in over the edges after I get that color laid down, just to get a little bit more of a blend. Now, and you can see underneath, I really don't have any massive fallout. There's a few little things, so I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and just kind of brush that away. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my under eye. I'm gonna go in with this mint color right here called Cute. I think that's a little different, but I love the color. And I'm just gonna take that and run that right underneath, like this first 2/3 here. Well, color me surprised. I forgot to hit record, so you didn't get to see this, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I went through, did the same thing. The color Cute, like the mint color, I feel like it's kind of dark, and it's not as pigmented as I want it to be. I think I'm gonna go in with this blue color Brain Freeze, and I am going to see if that can kind of maybe lighten it up a little bit. I don't know if maybe the Cute color got mixed too much, like with the purple, or... Okay, yeah, so that kind of gives it the tone that I'm looking for. So I am going to put on some mascara, and then I will be back to kind of talk about my first thoughts about the Jawbreaker palette. We have lashes now. I went with the Ardell Demi Wispies. We're gonna do Yes Ma'am. because it's a nice bright pink. I think it'll match nicely with the eyes and just completely take the look to that level. So here we go. These are the new glosses by Jeffree Star as well that came out maybe a month or so ago. I have another one. I don't know where it's at. I have 3. They're okay. They're not my favorite. I think because I just didn't find the right color. Although over that bright lips, not bad. Okay, so this is the finished look. Very Jeffree Star, very bold, lots of color, but I'm really liking it. Just a real quick rundown. I really like the eyeshadow. That one color, the mint color, cute. I want to try that with a white eyeshadow primer. I think that that may help the pigment. I only used a few colors today, so it's still, you know, I still kind of need to use a few of them. For the most part, they were pretty good. Cotton Candy was a little crumbly when I sprayed the Fix Plus on it, so just be careful. Again, if you have your face makeup done beforehand. The mattes, as with most of Jeffree Star's mattes, I thought they were really, really good. Cute. The jury's still out. Overall, I really love the color story of this. I cannot wait to dip into this actually to be able to use some. My next look, which I feel like is what everybody is kind of gravitated to, which is why I did not do that look, incorporates licorice. This red color is beautiful. Suck, Cherry Wet, and of course, the F-Bomb. I'm really happy with how the palette performed. I really am happy with the shadow that I was able to use out of the Brain Freeze palette. The liquid lip, very much the same formula, no problems there. Of course, my cutesy mirror is very nice. I love that. The Supreme Frost, I really love the sheen of it. If you don't like glitter or little specks of glitter, then this may not be for you. I don't mind it. I think this is stunning. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do that before you leave. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up or leave a comment. That really does help me as a content creator to know what you like, what you don't like, and also to answer any questions that you may have that I didn't cover. So I thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.